the pump in a box. I wanted to show you how easy it was to build this. Here's a pump. This one is a C-Flow, 3 gallon per minute, 45 PSI. These are 1/2 inch connections, and these are 3/8. These are SAE connectors. So this one is wired directly into the pump itself. It's just a 2-wire, positive, negative. I soldered those together. That way, if the pump ever fails, I desolder these, reuse this, solder it to a new pump, bolt it down, good to go. This is the adapter I got online. It's just an SAE extension, but it's got a bulkhead connection right here. So how I set this up is I made this box big enough so that the pump could turn this way. I still had a little extra storage space in here for the power cable and any connections that I may want to keep, or a repair kit with some extra pieces. Here's a coupler. Here's a 90 if I need it. I can split it with a T or that type of splitter. Ball valve. Those are all 3/8 inch quick disconnect. So those are plastic. Then they make a stainless version. That's 3/8. This is also 3/8, but it's NPT. And then this here is a 3/8 inch NPT, and this is a 3/8 inch hose barb. So the hose barb allows for this piece of hose. This is another ball valve if you wanted to, and this could be hooked to the outlet side and done that way. You could also come off the back, the outlet, split it off, one to a faucet, and something else, a sprayer nozzle or whatever you needed. So let's get into how we assemble this. So I looked for a box that was big enough to fit what I needed to. I used the dimensions of this pump. I knew that this was the pump that I wanted. So I used the dimensions online to figure out what size box that I needed, so I know I have enough room this way. I bought some hardware from Ace. This is all number 8 fine thread, and a washer and a nut. And then here it's a nut and a lock washer. This is rubber down here, so it'll hold. I drilled through the bottom. I got the number 8s because they're a little lower so they don't scrape if it's in this position. It doesn't scrape the table or anything. It doesn't catch on anything. We have a power to the box. We have a power coming into the box. Okay. Now, we have an inlet side and an outlet side. We need to connect. Here I've used 3/8 inch, obviously, and that is a bulkhead fitting. And you can see I put them in the bottom, but they're recessed enough appropriately so it doesn't catch on the ground. It really clears that just fine. And then I have plugs for that we'll talk about in a minute. Okay, the way I'm going to use this, it already has a particle filter that's in line, so I'm not going to mount one in here. But if you wanted to, if you position it properly, you should be able to mount it. Otherwise, you can use an external one, not a problem. You can hook it up, set it up in line with this so it's just a quick disconnect. You can throw it in here when you're done, plug it in when you need it. I have thread tape just in case. I don't want any leaks in here. That was the only connection point there besides these, and these are always good, and if not, you can just replace them. These ones are plastic. You can also get stainless. Here's inlet. We're going to say inlet's coming from the tank. In, out. I'm going to split. I'm going to route it to my hand washing station, and I'll have this maybe go to my shower or wherever I need to. So you could also split off of here again and go somewhere else. Do whatever you need to. So at this point, once you're beyond the box, you're free and clear to go anywhere. I'm going to get this out of my way for a minute. I bought this plug online. It's got an on-off switch. Has a fuse inside here. I soldered on the other side of this connector. So when I chopped it off of here to use it for this, the other end I installed here so I can put power to the box. Now I plug this into my DC power source. I have a 12-volt plug in the back of my Sequoia, so I would just plug that right into there. And I have a line coming from my pump that I have installed on the Sequoia. To test it, I'm going to use this in line. I just won't turn on my pump that's installed, just run it as passive, as a pass-through system. So that way I can pull from my tank, and I'll have a nice little demonstration to show how it works. You can get all sorts of these connectors in kits. They also come with plugs. So they come like this, and I trimmed one so that it clears the bottom here when inserted. So this just keeps the debris out of the line. And you can see now it's flush there. Still sits normal, doesn't scrape. So all I did there was set it. Don't cut it too short initially because we're gonna melt it and give us something to grab onto. Okay. Now I opened up a hole, so I need to melt that closed. Good to go. If we need to take it off, we can still get it out. Take our power cord with us. Take my hand washing faucet. Some extra hose in case I need to make something else. An extra few connectors. Oh, this is a trimming tool. And this is a really handy tool to use in helping get the lines off. Makes it easier to pull those out. That usually comes with the kit also, so keep an eye out. 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch. I hope that helps you put together your box and makes it easier for you to go beyond. We'll now plug in for the inlet and the outlet. We're going to plug in. Going to grab our power plug. We're going to plug it into our power source. Okay. We do have power. Now we have water that can flow through. It'll come from the tank below. And this, actually, we'll do that. Okay. Okay. That's the full connection. I have this, I can shut off, change this out to anything I want. Makes it really easy. Outlet. This is our inlet. We have our plugs. And our power. This just goes to show that you don't need a very difficult setup. You can keep it as simple as you want.